Hi everyone, welcome to Monday Matters, where we cover all things real estate. You have the questions, we have the answers. Today's topic is actually going to talk about when buying, what are some great tips to work through ahead of time. I'm Missy Stegers, broker owner of Stegers Realty Partners, and we've had a little bit of experience with that. So when you're buying, what are the tips? Each of you, if there are multiple decision makers in purchasing something, needs to start out with what I call the Ben Franklin T. You have the must-haves and the kind of wants, and you split those out on variants of importance. So it's really important that each person does their own list of what they must have and what is nice to have. Then it is also very important to create the I will not deal with list. This is what I don't want. That one's actually very crucial, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Also, understanding what's common in the market you are buying in. If you're coming from a different area, it's very important to get educated on that, because that may cause conflicts in your list. And it's better not to have to discover those throughout the process of shopping, but to actually know about those ahead of time so it can be addressed. Now, why is that list of what you don't want or won't deal with when purchasing so important? Because this is where it gets contentious between the buying parties. And we know at some point, all parties are going to have to make concessions. There is no perfect home. So it's very important to work through that as the decision makers on who's going to take the lead on something versus what someone else has. And it's also important to have that discussion, because often with our experience, I'll use couples as an example, that haven't really talked about these things, and they keep coming up with problems, or one likes it and one doesn't, and they don't discuss why that is. So if you build these lists up front and then share them with each other and have a discussion about this, this truly helps the buying decision become much easier. Now, the last tip I'm going to give you is rate every house. Each of you have your own little rating sheet, and then you compare notes. I always like to use from 1 to 10. If you reach an 8 or above, that means you should be writing an offer on that house. There will never be a 10. Even if you build it, you're going to wish you've done something different. So it truly helps you when you've done that, because you're rating it based on the things you liked, needed to have, would like to have, and didn't end up on the I will not have list. So those are the 3 tips that I wanted to share with you today. If we can ever answer your questions, or you have questions, please feel free to reach out and touch base with us. You can always call us on our team phone, 210-324-7629. You can get a hold of us on our website, Stegers Realty Partners, or you can also message us. Join us for next Monday on Monday Matters.